Have you ever looked your own child straight in the eyes and handed them a little white pill, thinking you were doing the right thing, that you were being a responsible, loving mom, that you were taking away their pain, helping them heal, getting them back on the football field where they belonged, back to the bright future every American parent dreams about for their kid? I did, and that single decision destroyed my entire world. My name is Jennifer. 3 years ago, I thought I had it all. We lived in a quiet, tree-lined suburb just outside Indianapolis. The kind of place where kids ride bikes until the streetlights come on and neighbors still wave at each other. We had a big backyard with a tire swing, a 2-story colonial house with the white picket fence, and Friday night lights that lit up our whole community. My husband Mark worked a solid job at the auto plant. I was a part-time nurse, and our son Ethan, Ethan was the center of our universe. 17 years old. 6'2" of pure athletic grace. Star linebacker for the high school team. College scouts from Ohio State, Michigan, and Notre Dame were already showing up at games, whispering about scholarships and future D1 superstar. He had that big, infectious smile that could light up a room. The kind that made girls blush in the hallways and grown men slap him on the back saying, "That's my boy." He was funny, kind, protective as little sister, and he still hugged me every night before bed like he was 10 years old again. We believed in the American dream because we were living it through him. Hell, I lived for him. It all started on a cold, crisp October night in 2022. Homecoming game under those blazing stadium lights. The crowd was roaring. Ethan made a crushing tackle in the third quarter, the kind that shakes the whole field. We heard the sickening pop from the stands. His knee gave out. Torn ACL. The doctor in the ER said it was bad, but fixable with surgery and rest. He wrote a prescription for OxyContin and 30 pills, just for the pain. He told us with a reassuring smile, he'll be back on the field in a few weeks. Modern medicine is a blessing. I remember standing in the pharmacy line holding that little orange bottle. I felt relieved. Thank God we live in a country where they can take care of this, right? I even thanked the pharmacist. The first few days after the injury, Ethan was in heaven. The pain melted away like magic. He could finally sleep through the night without wincing. He could focus on his schoolwork again. He looked at me with those bright eyes and said, "Mom, this stuff is a miracle. I feel normal again." I smiled, kissed his forehead, and thought I was being the best mother in the world, protecting my boy, helping him chase his dreams. But by day 10, something shifted. He needed the pills more often. The pain was still there, he said, even though the swelling had gone down. When the 30 pills ran out, I called the doctor for a refill. He refused flat out. "We don't do that anymore. Too much risk of addiction these days." I argued. I begged. But the answer was no. 2 weeks later, I found the first empty bottle hidden deep in his sock drawer. It wasn't from the doctor. These were street pills, the same little white tablets stamped with OC. When I confronted him, Ethan broke down in real tears, shaking. "Mom, I just need them to get through practice and keep my spot on the team. I swear I'll stop right after the season. Please don't tell Dad." I wanted to believe him so desperately. We all did. Mark and I sat down with him that night, held his hands, told him how much we loved him. We thought love and rules would be enough. Then the stealing began. Small at first. $20 from my purse for gas money. Then 50. Then my debit card mysteriously went missing for a few hours. Cash disappeared from Mark's wallet. My mother's gold necklace vanished from her jewelry box. Anything of value that could be sold quickly. He started lying constantly about where he was going, who he was with, why his eyes looked glassy. Ethan changed right before our eyes like a slow-motion nightmare. The sweet, funny boy who used to make us laugh at dinner disappeared. In his place was someone angry, paranoid, and hollow. He'd lock himself in his room for hours, blasting music to drown out the world. His grades plummeted from A's to failing. The coach benched him after he showed up to practice clearly high. Stumbling, eyes bloodshot. The college scouts stopped calling. The phone that once rang with opportunity now sat silent. We tried everything a desperate family could try. Long, tearful talks around the kitchen table. Grounded him for weeks. Taken away his car keys, his phone, his freedom, then rehab. The first one was a 30-day program. He lasted 11 days before he walked out the front door and disappeared for 2 nights. When he came back, he was worse. The second rehab we practically dragged him to, kicking and screaming. He hated us for it, called us traitors, the enemy, the ones who didn't understand his pain. "You're ruining my life," he shouted as they pulled him inside. The pills evolved into something far darker. Oxy became too expensive on the street. He moved to heroin, sniffing it at first, then shooting up. Then came the dirty white powder that dealers were cutting everything with. Fentanyl. That poison was everywhere, cheap and deadly. One night I found the evidence under his bed. Crumpled foil, burnt spoons, and those little blue pills stamped M30. I knew exactly what they were. Every terrified parent in America knows those pills now. I sat on the floor of his room and cried until I couldn't breathe. The last month of his life was pure, unrelenting hell. Ethan was either flying high, laughing maniacally at nothing, or violently dopesick, throwing up for hours, sweating through his clothes, shaking, screaming that he was dying without the next hit. We started locking our bedroom door at night, out of fear. I slept with my phone clutched in my hand, ready to dial 911 at any second. Mark and I argued constantly. Me blaming the doctors, him blaming me for being too soft at the beginning. Our marriage was cracking under the weight. I had a terrible feeling that last night. Mother's intuition, they call it. The house was too quiet. No music, no footsteps, no angry outbursts. Just silence that felt wrong. Around 2 a.m. I knocked on his door. No answer. When I opened it, the smell hit me like a wall. That sweet, sickly chemical odor mixed with something metallic and sour. My stomach dropped. Ethan was slumped on the floor beside his bed, face down in his own vomit. His lips were blue. His eyes were half open, staring blankly at the carpet. A needle was still sticking out of his arm. One of those deadly little blue pills was crushed on the floor next to him. His skin was cold, gray, and lifeless. I screamed. I screamed so loud the neighbors heard it 3 houses down and called the police. I dropped to my knees, shaking him violently. "Ethan, baby, wake up! Please wake up!" I started CPR, pressing on his chest until my arms burned and my vision blurred. Tears streamed down my face as I begged him to breathe. The paramedics arrived and pulled me off him. They worked on my son for 27 brutal minutes right there in our living room. Defibrillator shocks, tubes, drugs, while I watched from the hallway on my knees, praying to God, bargaining with anyone who would listen. "Take me instead. Please bring my boy back." They couldn't. My beautiful boy, the one who used to fall asleep on my chest as a toddler, smelling like baby shampoo and innocence. The one who scored the game-winning touchdown last season with the whole town cheering his name. The one who promised me just weeks earlier with tears in his eyes that he'd get clean and make us proud again, died on the carpet of his childhood bedroom because of one fucking pill. One pill the trusted doctor gave us without a second thought. One pill that opened the door to another and another, until it was fentanyl from some heartless street dealer who didn't lose a minute of sleep knowing he was murdering someone's son. Now our house is a tomb. Ethan's jersey still hangs in his closet, number 47, never to be worn again. His trophies sit covered in dust on the shelf. His room is exactly as he left it. We can't bring ourselves to change anything. Mark and I barely speak anymore. We sleep in separate rooms because the guilt and silence between us is too heavy. The American dream we worked so hard to build died right there on that floor with him. Every single day since that night, the same question tortures me, and it should haunt every single parent in this country. When you hand your kid that innocent-looking little white pill for a sprained ankle, wisdom teeth removal, a sports injury, or even just to help them sleep, do you really know what the hell you're starting? Because I didn't. I thought I was helping. I thought I was protecting him, and now my son is in the ground. Cold. Gone forever. Buried under a headstone that says, "Beloved son," while the rest of the world moves on. Nothing. No amount of money, no endless prayers, no candlelight vigils, no empty thoughts and prayers from politicians who keep letting this poison flood our streets will ever bring him back. If you're listening to this right now and you have kids, stop whatever you're doing. Go look at them. Really look at them. Watch them breathe. touch their face. Remember the sound of their laugh, because one pill is all it takes to destroy everything you love. One fucking pill. And it might already be sitting in your medicine cabinet tonight. Don't make the same mistake I did, please.